Hello everyone, welcome to the third lecture of Module 1. Today we'll be covering these topics: user-centered design, usability goal, user experience goal, and we will see how they differ, and we will learn about some rules and principles of user-centered design. User-centered design, or UCD, is exactly what it sounds like, keeping users at the center of the design process. Instead of asking what can our technology do, we ask what do people actually need and how do they want to use it. So user-centered design is not just testing at the end. Users are involved from the very beginning through interviews, surveys, prototypes, and other evaluation methods. The process is iterative. For example, if you were design a fitness app, user-centered design would mean actually talking to people who want to get fit or use the app, not just coding features you think they will want. So what do you think? Have you ever used an app that clearly wasn't tested with the real users? And what was your experience? I want you to think about it. Now, usability goals ask, is the system useful, easy, and safe to use? For example, think of Amazon's one-click checkout. It's efficient and error-free, right? That's basically usability. And other goals include making sure users can complete tasks quickly, safeguarding data, and making systems easy to learn. So, which app do you think is highly usable and why? Please think about it and let me know. Usability asks, can you use it? But on the other hand, user experience asks, do you enjoy using it? It's about emotions, loyalty, and feeling delightful. A product that makes you smile or makes a task satisfying keeps you coming back. For example, why do people love Duolingo? It's just language learning. But it's not just that, it's the fun animations, gamifications, and feedback that makes it enjoyable. Is there any app you love, not just because it works, but because it is enjoyable? So, here is an activity for you. I want you to think about usability and user experience goals, and I want you to design one microwave interface using usability goal, and same microwave another design with user experience goal. So I want you to take a paper and sketch both designs on like side by side, and address few of the differences of both designs and what you were thinking when you were designing it, how it meets the goals. So you also have to review at least two of your classmates' design to address, does the design achieve the goals? For example, usability versus user experience. Are the designs practical? And if there is any suggestion to improve it. So design rules are like guardrails for designers. Without them, everyone would design based on personal taste and user would suffer. Rules can be strict, standard, or loose. They help us create consistent, user-friendly product. For example, so in most of the web pages or most of the sites, you see the logo is on the top left corner of the website, right? So basically that's a standard design rule. Type of design rules, it can be divided into three types. For example, principles. It is abstract, general abstract, general, and flexible. For example, make text easy to read. Standards, specific design rules, and high authority, low generality. For example, the logo on the web page is always on the top left corner. And finally, the guideline, it advises to achieve principles, lower authority than standards and higher generality than standards. For example, use bold to highlight important words. So, principles to support usability. These principles guide how systems support users. For example, learnability. How easy is it for new users to learn? Flexibility. Can users choose how to interact? Moving on, robustness. Does the system support users in achieving their goals? For example, Google Docs autosave option, it's robust. Spotify playlist, that's flexible. And TikTok's easy UI, that is learnability. So, design is about choices, both big and small. There is no formula. Design is part of art and a part of science. Principles act like heuristics, rule of thumb to help us make better choices. So, to summarize, don't design blindly, use principles as you learn them. So, universal design means design for everyone, different ages, abilities, and level of expertise. Think carb cuts, originally for wheelchairs, now useful for strollers, bikes, and other delivery carts. In technology, captions on video, screen readers, adjustable text sizes. Universal design helps all users, not just a subset. So, Ben Schneiderman gave us 8 golden rules of interface design: consistency, universal usability, feedback, closure, error prevention, reversibility, control, memory load reduction. So, these rules are timeless. You will see them applied in modern apps, even in the common apps like TikTok and Spotify. So, which of these rules do you think is most often broken in apps you often use? Um, Don Norman is another design personnel. In this course, I have listed his book, and I highly recommend you go through that book. It will inspire you to be in this design sector. So his 7 principles overlap with Schneiderman's, but focus on how users perceive and act. Visibility, feedback, constraints, mapping, consistency, affordance, and signifiers. For example, door handles. If you have ever pulled a door that should be pushed, that's a failure of visibility, mapping, and affordance. Do you want to share a funniest bad door story, and how did you think about it? So, we are ending where we started. People are the reason HCI exists. We design not for the computer but for the human in front of it. Keeping empathy at the center ensures our products are not only functional but meaningful. So, the key takeaway is design for people first and technology second.